Secretary Trevor James addresses private chartered airplane controversy in the Assembly Legislature. Prime Minister blames politics for Registrar General Office disruptions, and Num Num wins 2023 Soca Titans competition. Good evening, I am Kristen Salandi and welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Thursday, 26th of October, 2023. In the news tonight, Minority Leader Kelvon Morris brought a motion to the House expressing concerns about the infrastructural problems in Tobago. At the 23rd plenary sitting of the Tobago House of Assembly, he accused the THA administration of misusing its resources in relation to the island's infrastructure and the abundance of incomplete projects, while highlighting the social issues impacting Tobago's youth. More in this report by Ariana Scipio.
Minority Leader Kelvon Morris pointed out that the infrastructure had deteriorated during the leadership of Fali Augustine. He elaborated that the island's structural quality had fallen below the necessary standard and there were concerns about the current administration's inefficiencies, particularly in their mismanagement of resources.
Whereas the resources allocated to the Tobago House of Assembly are not being utilized to the optimum benefit of Tobagonians, be it resolved that this House acknowledge the failure of this Executive Council to manage effectively the resources available to Tobago.
He noted that despite the intention of the island to undergo modernization, it is marred by numerous unfinished projects for which he holds the administration responsible.
Buildings here, unfinished. You go up to Charlottesville, unfinished facility. You come down to Goodwood, unfinished facility. You come down to Bacalet, unfinished facility, abandoned. We don't know what's going on, when it will go on, how it will go on.
Furthermore, during his presentation, he characterized the youth as having a sense of hopelessness when it comes to job opportunities, and he even suggested that some of them might resort to a life of crime.
That one of the issues that the young people raise with me is the fear of crime. So you're seeing the nexus between your actions and what we have to endure in terms of the crime.
Morris also expressed his concerns about the lack of transparency within the current administration during their tenure in office. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley accused Tobagonian public servants of causing the disruptions in services at the Registrar General's office in Tobago. He made the statements at a press conference earlier today. According to Rowley, politics is to blame for the situation. More in this report from Candice Jackson.
The prevailing public perception is that a recently appointed senior from Trinidad was responsible for the temporary disruption of services at the Registrar General Office. However, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has refuted this notion.
Only to discover that it wasn't so at all. It was an officer in Tobago who, struggling with the system, was invited to Trinidad for training. That officer, instead of responding to that reasonable situation, decided to determine that you can't tell me that because you are Trinidad public servant and my instruction come from Tobago PS.
Dr. Rowley blamed the situation on behaviors inspired by politics, which is infiltrating other ministerial sub-offices in Tobago.
And only today, I heard about another one where public servants deciding that a particular ministry cannot function in the government office because that public doesn't recognize the minister's authority to do that.
Furthermore, he emphasized that public servants, regardless of their political affiliations, should adhere to the laws.
The law exists. If it is to be changed, then we work towards changing it. But you work with the law as it exists. The Tobago Registrar General is a part of the wider Registrar General's Office of Trinidad and Tobago.
According to Dr. Rowley, the events that transpired at the Registrar acceptable. He believes that action is necessary.
The public, that inconvenience to the people of Tobago that occurred there ought never to have happened because all the arrangements for the people of Tobago to have a continuous service And everybody who was inconvenienced by that is owed an apology from the Public Service Commission.
Dr. Rowley emphasized that the public service should not be influenced by Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
A 23-year-old Tobago resident, Akil Kerr, was granted $15,000 bail by Justice of the Peace after being charged with uttering a forged valuable security. The charge was filed by WPC Hamilton of the Fraud Squad office in Tobago. Kerr is scheduled to appear in the Scarborough Magistrates Court on July 1, 2024. The case stemmed from a supermarket's report to the police alleging that Kerr had altered a $49.25 check issued as payment for goods, inflating it to $492.25 when attempting to encash it the next day. The investigation was overseen by Senior Superintendent Groom, Inspector Thomas, and Sergeant Jordan of the Fraud Squad. Over $250,000 in grants were distributed to owners of micro businesses recently. The grants were distributed by the Realization of Economic Achievement REACH unit under the Division of Health, Wellness, and Social Protection during a special ceremony. Administrator of the division, Lincoln Nelson, was present to support this initiative, emphasizing the importance of local entrepreneurs accessing funding to contribute to the island's socio-economic recovery. Among the recipients were Akil Smith, the owner of Who Fix It, I Fit It, specializing in joinery and woodworking. He expressed his intention to purchase tools to expedite his projects, considering the grant an early Christmas gift for his business. Similarly, Kershel Joseph, owner of Kay's Fresh Goods, highlighted the support she received from REACH staff and her plans to purchase much-needed equipment for business expansion. The grants were awarded to various businesses and industries, including food and catering, agriculture, hairdressing, haberdashery, variety stores, and the creative sector. More news when we return after the break.
The countdown is on
for the greatest carnival weekend in the world.
It's time for
Tobago Carnival, Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th. Come witness the release of the revelry and the ritual of the road in Tobago.
This our wee carnival.
This is our wee carnival.
It's time
for Tobago Carnival. Ready yourself for the ritual of the road.
Log on to welcometobago.com for more details.
Tobago Carnival, Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's Standard, their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
LP, just that. Any drink at the bar, give me plenty. Calibre liquor shot at the century. No! Now the things start. Me love me drinks to me heart and me send shots.
You know, who would I ever believe, Jessica could take care of a child,
I know, right? I'm a kinship foster parent to my nephew Malik.
Papa, you remind me of my grandmother, you know, when she used to take care of my cousins.
If I didn't step in, I don't know where he would have ended up. Plus, I get support from Children's Authority, training, and counseling.
But Jessica, you not married?
That doesn't matter. Once you have a safe home and you're related to the child, you're good.
So they just gave money to do this?
Yeah, they do give me some money.
So, Auntie, you can buy all my game for me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Malik, but that money's to take care of you. Okay, smubble up is.
I will not try. Mommy, you can buy.
No.
Wait, I didn't even finish my sentence.
About Lamborghini, you can get lamb stew for lunch.
Auntie Jessica could only come when you come in, because all them does do is talk people business.
Malakaya malikole going on the bed.
But mommy, the boy don't even live here. Yeah, go to your bunkers. What bunkers? Where's that? I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates television news. Outstanding salaries for daily rated workers should be paid by Friday. According to a press release from the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development, they are making efforts to disburse all outstanding payments by Friday. The division also issued an apology for the payment delay, but did not provide reasons for the delay. Yesterday, Minority Leader Kelvon Morris urged the THA to immediately pay the workers after receiving several complaints. He threatened to protest during the Tobago Carnival festivities if the salaries are not disbursed by the end of the week. The controversial chartered aircraft was the sole option for the Secretary of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development, Trevor James, to depart from Martinique safely before the arrival of Tropical Storm Tammy. James discussed the matter in the Assembly Legislature today, and Candice Jackson has the details.
While the island of Martinique was preparing for the arrival of Tropical Storm, airports started to shut down, resulting in flight cancellations. Secretary Trevor James and two other workers from the division were in Martinique for a connectivity conference of the Greater Caribbean, which took place from October 18th to the 20th.
As Secretary of the THA, was in Martinique, where his credit allocation for foreign exchange had been exceeded, and I could not pay for an extra night or to buy a ticket to any other location.
He blamed his predicament on central government.
This because Mr. Imbert and Mr. Rowley prefers to give hundreds of millions of foreign exchange to a few people, and ordinary citizens, even like myself that represent, have to travel without sufficient funds on credit cards.
James explained that he began utilizing his contacts and was notified of a possible flight.
It became available because there was a charter from Trinidad to Dominica on Sunday morning, and that charter was going to refuel in Martinique on Sunday morning, which allowed us to be able to take that plane back to Trinidad.
According to James, he felt responsible for his safety and the safety of the staff members who traveled with him, ensuring that they reached Tobago safely, not stranded in Martinique without access to credit card facilities in the midst of a storm.
Subsequent to my return on Monday, I informed the Chief Secretary by message and by telephone call arrangement to return to Tobago at no cost to the THA.
James insisted that he did not break any laws in requesting land in Tobago before proceeding to Trinidad. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
In response to Secretary Trevor James's privately chartered aircraft, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley described it as the latest in a series of foolishness that is passing as governance in Tobago. He made these remarks during a press conference this afternoon.
And until somebody gets into real trouble, they will continue. That gentleman is the man who says that the EMA has no authority in Tobago and proceeds to do all kinds of things in Tobago with the full support of the Chief Secretary, that the EMA doesn't have any authority in Tobago.
According to Dr. Rowley, such an incident would not be tolerated within his cabinet.
What happened there with that gentleman is a matter for the Civil Aviation Department. Because I don't know since when anybody in this country is allowed to come into the country by commercial transport provided by people who are not licensed to do it. These are things that look like small things to some people, but these are major developments.
Dr. Rowley asserts that the aircraft had no authority to bring paying passengers into Tobago. The Civil Aviation Authority is presently investigating the matter. According to Dr. Rowley, he hopes that regardless of the investigation's outcome, valuable lessons can be gleaned. The chairman of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, CTO, Honorable Kenneth Bryan, visited Tobago on October 24, 2023, marking the first official visit by a sitting CTO chairman to the island. During his visit, he met with the Chief Secretary of Tobago House of Assembly, Fali Augustine, and Councillor Tashia Boris, Secretary of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation. Discussions covered critical areas such as airlift, investment opportunities, marketing strategies, and potential collaborations between the two islands, especially in sports tourism. Minister Bryan also toured various Tobago landmarks and attended the Pan Ramajay event during the 2023 Tobago October Carnival. He expressed his delight at being in Tobago and highlighted his hopes for enhanced collaboration between the two islands and the CTO. Stay with us. We will be right back.
The countdown is on
for the greatest carnival weekend in the world.
It's time for
Tobago Carnival, Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th. Come witness the release of the revelry and the ritual of the road in Tobago.
This our week carnival.
This is our week carnival.
It's time
for Tobago Carnival. Ready yourself for the ritual of the road.
Log on to welcometobago.com for more details.
Tobago Carnival, Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's Standard, their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2 and 3 bedroom fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV and a pool and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
The countdown is on
for the greatest carnival weekend in the world.
Tobago Carnival.
Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th. Come witness the release of the revelry and the ritual of the road in Tobago.
This our week carnival.
This is our week carnival.
It's time
for Tobago Carnival. Ready yourself for the ritual of the road.
Log on to welcometobago.com for more details.
Tobago Carnival. Friday, October 27th
to Sunday 29th.
Thank you for staying with us. Adrian Isaac, also known as Num Num, the artist behind the popular track Get Over Here, emerged as the champion of the 2023 Tobago October Carnival Soca Titans competition. Prior to his victory in the Soca Titans, Get Over Here had already gained a substantial following among Tobagonians, earning widespread admiration. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank has more details on this story.
Num Num for the 2023 Soca Titans with his hit song Get Over Here.
Tam Tam, GP. Hold on. Me not done yet. Yes. Cause ya be Fun, Chubi, and all of them boy who they try laugh me, I kill them off it a fatality with police.
His performance energized the audience and won favor of the judges. In an interview, Num Num mentioned that he has been singing for 10 years and his journey in the music industry hasn't always been smooth. He also explained that Tobago is a beautiful fishing island, which sourced the inspiration to his song.
You know, like most times, fish, you know, it does pelt out here, right? You pelt out here, I'm lying and everything, and you know, yes, that's a really thing. Yes. So that's why, you know, and like if you get hard to come in, you know, say get over. So
Num Num also shared that his close friends had encouraged him to compete, even the response on social media. Well,
when I see reach Trinidad and I see certain comments from certain individuals, it's like you just take off from there. That was it. But on the lead up to, like, you know, the Soca Monarch and everything, I went to boot camp, right? Went to a training camp, and you know, he really.
In addition to securing first place, Num Num earned 394 points and a reward of $75,000.
Be a trouble, tell them see a be a trouble. Well, if you see a girl you like, say yeah, fishy. It's Samba, fish, tuna, fish, cavalry.
Called composition with his song Crazy and entitled to a reward of $45,000 along with 354 points. Anderson Isaiah Muffin with his song Boat Ride. He was eligible for a reward of $25,000 and received 348 points.
It's two girls to one man. It's two girls to one man. They like to do that.
Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
The Soca Titans event coordinator, Jared Primer, presented an insight into the organization's objectives. He said the event showcased a diverse range of performances that celebrated Tobago's talent and capabilities. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank has more details on this story.
Heroes awaken. It's time. It's time for temptation.
Jared Primer, the coordinator of Soca Titans, likened the event to the popular television show, where talent showcased a panel of judges receiving constructive performance.
So Soca Titans, of course, is what we're branding as our launch into this series. All right, we have branded it as a Titan, that we are going to take
soca by force in Tobago, and we are going to for development of
Primer claimed that the judges' feedback were aimed at assisting the artists in improving their stated that each performer had derived benefits from their training experience during the event.
And when we selected, it was a full boot camp. They were in boot camp with Sharon, and I'm talking about training, we're talking about presence on stage. She even had them doing some planks, okay, to get some fit for the stage. It's really about how we develop the artists.
And that the event aspires to expand even further, urges Tobagonians to showcase their talents. He emphasized that learning and mastering art.
The intention next year is to really have it spread across in February to October Carnival. There'll be even being trained by professional soca singers as well. That is the intent when this thing is going to grow.
Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television.
Now for the weather report from the Trinidad and Tobago Met Office. Tonight, expect cloudy intervals with occasional showers. There is a moderate chance of heavy showers or thunderstorms in a few areas. Temperatures will dip to 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, anticipate cloudy intervals with scattered showers disrupting sunny conditions. There is a moderate chance that some showers may become heavy and thundery. The night will be clear with a few showers. Temperatures will reach a high of 32 degrees Celsius and a low of 25 degrees Celsius. A yellow level hazardous seas alert is in effect, with waves up to 1.5 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas, but choppy along the north and east coasts. Sunrise is at 5:53 a.m. and the sunset at 5:39 p.m. This has been your Tobago Updates Television News. Before we go, here are the headlines once more. Secretary Trevor James addresses private chartered airplane controversy in the Assembly Legislature. Prime Minister blames politics for Registrar General Office disruptions, and Num Num wins 2023 Soca Titans competition. I am Kristen Salandi. Have a good night.